Yeah, I did really want to watch this video by Killed by Dre. 26 upgrades that make any room better. Because I'm in the middle of sort of probably rearranging this room and like my bedroom and stuff. So this would be interesting to see.
At this point, I've done so many rooms, I've honestly lost count. From small spaces to tight budgets and full transformations. After all that trial and error in my own room, here are the upgrades that made the
Tell me
biggest
more.
difference. Not just the trendy stuff, pieces that changed how the space feels, how you work.
I know he said trending stuff, but I thought he said Chinese stuff, not just the Chinese stuff.
And how you wake up. Here are the 26 upgrades I swear by.
I really like
room
this
that I've
hoodie.
transformed has had one thing in common. The second we fixed the lighting, the whole vibe shifted. So
Yeah,
let's start
lightning
with the
is-
fastest way to upgrade your space.
Bro, I cannot speak today. But lighting, very important.
Now to start off, I love lamps, and I think one of my favorites is my lava lamp. For me, this is more than just nostalgia. It adds some nice movement to the room, making
$32 for a lava lamp. They can't be that expensive now. Yeah, they're like £25. There's £11 one, but I don't know. Oh, it's 4 stars. But there's a lot of people saying it's broken, it doesn't work. That checks out. That checks out.
the space feel a lot more alive. It also has a low warm ambiance that just gives a nice glow to your room, especially at nighttime, where for the most part it becomes a big visual focal point in your room, and definitely one of my favorites when it comes to lamps. Next up is the mushroom lamp. I've had at least 2 to 3 different variations of these, and I think it always just gives a nice warm orange glow to the room. They're great to throw on shelves or on a desk to liven up the space a bit and honestly just give it a bit more character. Honestly, it's pretty affordable as well, so I think it's just a nice pickup for the room. Moving on to number 3, it's actually right behind me, which is this ball light from IKEA. I feel like this one right here is super underrated. As you can see, it just fills up an empty space without adding any extra clutter. It's also very nice because it spreads.
Yeah, but the thing that annoys me, look at the cable, man. Cable ruins it. Like, the lamp looks great. You love the lamp, the mushroom lamp. Mushroom lamp was very cute. But you get, like, the cable. Like, at least try and route it round and then down, right? I don't know, because that just makes it look quite bad, in my opinion. I mean, maybe I'm just fussy.
Light in all different directions.
Ooh.
Pretty affordable as well, so I think it's just a nice pickup. For right here is super underrated. As you can see, it just.
I'm sorry, I really like that Charizard poster. That's really cool. It's like a little bit abstract. That's really. Oh, there's a Gengar one as well. Ooh. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. I also want to do this with my PC, but I need to get a bigger desk. I want my PC, obviously, it's like next to me here. I want it hanging from under my desk. Maybe you can mod it to be connected to a battery or something and have it seamlessly hidden. Yeah, true. True. Little power bank vibe. It's a fractal design pop air case. I'm so autistic, I know what PC case that is. It's quite a nice looking one.
Fills up an empty space without adding any extra clutter. It's also very nice because it spreads light in all different directions, which gives a nice glow to the desk here, the walls, just everything around it. For number 4, it's another one that I have right behind me, funny enough, which is the sconce hanging light. For me, this was just a great way to kill some dead space on the wall and also make sure that the corner of the room wasn't purely dark. I personally live in a basement unit, so I really don't get much light in my room during the day. And if you have similar conditions to me and don't want to be living in a dungeon, then having a good variety of lights is definitely a great idea. Now I have 3 more types of lights. Number 5 would be my pendant ceiling light. Also done this a few different ways. I think it's just dope for the versatility that you can get, because installing the pendant is most of the work and it's really not even that difficult. And then changing the shades itself is very budget friendly, and there are so many options out there. Of course, you can go with a rice paper shade. You can go with something that I have.
See, all right, hold on. I was going to say I don't like the rice paper shades just because they look shit. But this, all right, tell me, people who have watched the new series of Jujutsu Kaisen, you know the receipt guy. Tell me that's not what Reggie Star wears.
right here, or even the one that I've done in my mom's room, which is totally different. It's honestly just a great eye-catching piece, which just fully changes the feel of your room. Now, number 6 is a very underrated detail, which are poster lights. Currently, I don't have any in my room, but I've done a bunch of different setups with them, and I feel like posters sometimes can look kind of tacky. I feel like they outmake dark spaces a lot more usable, and of course, shine a lot more detail on the posters that you have. Now, finally, for number 7, they're my personal cheat code, which are puck lights. These enhance whatever or wherever you put them. Practicality wise, they're great because they actually do emit quite a bit of light, and for me it helps me see inside my closet. Also, you can use them on shelves. I think they're just really dope because they're battery operated, so you don't need any plugs. Definitely one of my favorite purchases. But yeah,
but with like the battery operated lights, so I'm very lazy having to go around and turn them all on and off like individually, and even if you have a remote, that's another remote to have. Like all my lights in my flat are controlled by Alexa. Like the ones behind me, the main lights, any strip light, anything that lights up in my house, lamps, all sorts, are controlled by Alexa, because I don't want to go around telling them all on and off. So that's the only thing that will stop me from getting like these battery powered ones, unless they are smart home enabled.
If you guys are missing out on lighting or need some ideas and inspo, you got 7 options right there. And honestly, if you just plan on making small changes to your room and want it to feel different, lighting is definitely a great way to do so. After your lighting's all sorted, what's the next thing people are going to notice? It's your walls. Blank walls feel unfinished. These next items are going to make them feel intentional. First up, poster frames. Posters alone just look a little kiddish or tacky. Frames, on the other hand, make them feel permanent.
Yeah,
now guys, these are going to make your cheap prints look premium. Plus, with command strips, it's going to be very easy to swap out for new art. And also, you'll achieve some cohesion if you stick to the same color frame. Now next is kind of a unique one, which is the jersey holder. To me, this turns sentimental pieces into statement art. It also is a great way to fill up your walls, and I think is a nice way to add some personality to your room rather than just some basic decor. Now for number 10, I'm talking my headboard tiles. If done right, it's gonna add some texture to your bed. It's also gonna make it feel a little bit taller, which is nice, and you can buy this for much cheaper than an actual headboard. Next, I'm talking these IKEA shelves that are behind me. Now honestly, these lac shelves are some of the best floating shelves you can get in general. For me, that's price and build quality included. It's a nice way to avoid clutter in your room and get some vertical storage going. And to me, flat walls just look super basic, so layering them with shelves is just a nice way to liven them up. Moving on, I'm talking wooden or acrylic display risers. For me, this is what separates clutter from styling, and it's just a nice way to elevate your display so nothing overlaps. They're usually pretty affordable, and with these, you're able to create some nice depth. What I love them for is just how easy it is to grab.
I might get some stuff like that for the shelves behind me. That's going to be sick. Oh, something like that on the shelves behind me, so you can see a bit more of the crap that's on there. Yeah, 100%. Oh, carried on rolling. Get you your shelf displays, King. Yes. Yeah. All I'm thinking of is that kid that has the basketball smacked at his head. Yeah.
Things from them. Now for the last item for the walls, I'm talking a corner shelf. This was one of my top pickups for my mom's room. I feel like in most cases, corners are wasted potential, and it's just a great way to use dead spaces very effectively. You don't feel like you have enough storage, this is the place that you could put that. But also, if you just have more customized or personalized decor you want to put on display, I think that's a great way to do it. For me, this is a really great way to make tight rooms feel a lot more optimized. Now guys, at this point, you should have enough ideas to make the walls feel intentional.
Now it's time. I really like that corner.
A lot more optimized. Now guys, at this point, you should have enough ideas to make the walls feel in.
That's very nice. Like all the different shapes, textures. Yo, Lindsay! Oh, Lindsay's first. Big up the Dan. How you doing, girl? Everybody in the club getting yipsy. What? We believe you. Fuck's sake.
Intentional. Now it's time to make the room feel better to actually live in. Now guys, your room shouldn't just look good, it should feel good, and these next few items are going to be perfect to achieve that. Starting with an ottoman. For me, this is an elite multifunctional piece, and if you're looking for either hidden storage, an extra seat, or something at the end of your bed that's somewhat visually pleasing, then an ottoman should be a pickup that you're prioritizing. Mine also serves as a visual display, so for me that's one piece with 3 different functions. Moving on, one that I get a ton of compliments on is my throw blanket. Like I said, for the walls, layering just changes everything. The same applies for your bed. This adds texture, allows you to have...
Oh, no, forget about the blanket. Add a dog. Add a dog, man. That will make your room better. 100%.
that messy but clean look, and somehow even opens up the room visually. There are so many nice options that you can find when it comes to throw blankets, so I'll definitely make sure to leave some of my favorites down below. Moving on, we have bed risers. As I always say, the underside of your bed is the perfect place for hidden storage, and if your bed is just not high enough, then these risers unlock the potential under your bed. And it's funny because this actually segues into my next pickup, which is under bed storage. For me, this was an absolute game changer because I personally didn't want any dressers in my room to take up space, so the underside of my bed has just been the best place for me to organize things. I have roll-out containers, I have regular storage cubes. Visually, my room always looks clean. Because for me, I hate when my room has a ton.
Someone else needs to get under there. I have to get up. If someone needs to get under the bed, it's a bit long
Of clutter, and the underside of my bed has honestly saved me so many times. Then moving on to my absolute magnum opus when it comes to room storage, it's one that I've talked about a whole ton on this channel, which is my closet made organizer. Now I have one, my brother has one, my mom, and my friend Zay. I've literally done one in basically every transformation, and that's just because it's that good. Modular, and really just unlocks so much more space in your closet. If you guys have struggles with your clothes and you just have too much, then the closet made organizer is like my #1 recommendation for room storage. Now at this point, if you get even half of those recommendations, your room should start to feel a ton better. But one thing it may be missing is function. So for me, this next section is going to be talking about productivity / desk pickups.
Yes, we need productivity.
First thing I want to get into is a standing desk. Standing desk is just so nice when you're just at your computer for very long hours. It really helps keep your energy up. Not to mention, it just makes the desk look and feel a little bit more premium. It's definitely not a must, but for me, it absolutely is. So that's why I just had to include it in this video. Moving on from that, a little bit more important, I think, is a monitor riser. For me, this just allows you to get your monitors to that perfect viewing angle, so you're not straining your neck in any way. And then, of course, in addition to that, you're getting extra storage and really just elevating the look and feel of your desk. Now from there, I feel like one item that kind of ties your whole setup together is a desk mat. I usually buy mine off of AliExpress, so I'll try and leave a few links down below. Well, honestly, they're very affordable and can really help bring some cohesion to your setup. Like I said, if you are trying to do some work, I feel like these are some of the essentials to just elevate your workspace. The last item I want to mention for this section is one that I actually picked up for my mom, and I just think it's super unique, which is this sewing table / container storage area. Not only did the color itself perfectly fit into the theme for my mom's room, but it's also just a really cool thing because you're able to have it look like just a regular storage area, and then in about 10 seconds can have a full sewing table layout. So for anyone that's interested in that, I feel like it's just a dope pickup to save space and also be able to perform your hobby. Now guys, in this last section, I'm going to be talking storage and organization. This is what's going to keep your whole room clean and sustainable. The first item I want to talk about is one that has been asked about probably the most out of my room, and that is the green storage container that I have right here. I got this from Amazon, and again, the link is going to be down in the description. For me, this is a great piece to hide clutter. I also use it styled as a decor piece, and honestly, it just helps my room feel more finished. As for the inside, there's more than enough storage to put a lot of things. Online, there are a ton of different options and colors, and so if you guys are interested, make sure to check that out. Moving on to number 24, which is probably my second favorite stand, if not my favorite above that container. It is the high-list shelves from IKEA. Now, I used to have 2 of these in my room. I now have 1. These are probably the best shelves you can get for the price. It holds a whole lot of items, and if styled properly, it looks pretty aesthetic as well.
We have 3 of them in a row, and then I've got like a piece of wood to go on top, and then like stained it in like a walnut color. Very nice.
There is a ton of inspiration online on how to style this, so if you guys are a little bit lost, you can check out mine, but you can also find a bunch of inspo on Instagram and Pinterest. Now, a little bit of a sleeper pick is a glasses or jewelry holder. It's definitely a great way to cut back and minimize on a bunch of clutter. It not only keeps all your essentials in one place and prevents actual scratches to your glasses and jewelry. And finally, this one's not necessarily organization or storage, but I do want to just throw it in as the last item, which are plants. I just feel like this livens up the room and just brings some life to the area. It adds color and just instantly improves the vibe of the room, so that's why I had to throw it in the list. And honestly, I'm sure this video seems like a whole ton. Literally 2 years ago, my room looked completely different, and I mean even 6 months after that, another 6 months after that, and a year after that, it's continued to look a lot different. But changing my space has consistently helped me change my habits. So guys, if you take anything from this video, don't try to change everything at once. Pick like 3 upgrades, start there, and build your space into something that actually helps you build yourself. This one was definitely a little bit of a different style, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and as always, I hope you have a great day. Peace.
You know what? Yeah, he's a very cool dude. Like his his voice, his hoodie, like his hair. He's just sick, man. He's really nice.